Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink. It is time for some Path of Exile 1 discussion. Actually, you know what? Skip the drink. This is going to be a short PSA. It's not going to be a long video, but I do think it's an important one. And that's because currently, if you have a look on the Trade League economy, you will see a bunch of listings that are listed together that don't make sense. Here, I have a very specific search term that is intended to bring up just a small number of maps, and it does, 1,395 maps. There are probably more than 5 million maps listed in trade across the whole league. What we're doing here is we're going for item quantity exactly equal 87 and more scarabs exactly equal 35, and the buyout price is no less than 23 chaos, and on top of that it's got to be a tier 16. So with all of that in mind, we get to see a very small number of maps, and we see something interesting when we sort them from cheapest to most expensive. 23 chaos, 23 chaos. Okay, so there's only two that are listed at 23 chaos. What happens next? Well, we start seeing oscillation between 3 orbs of annulment and 24 chaos, and there's a lot that are listed at 3 orbs of annulment. What exactly is going on here? Well, currently the game's trade system is lying to you about the value of an orb of annulment. You might look at this and think, oh, orbs of annulment, they're only 8 chaos, are they? Nah, they're 13.5. 13.5 to 14, depending upon whether you go buy price or sell price. So this bleak vector map here, this is actually 40.5 or 42 chaos, depending on whether you go buy or sell price, yet it's listed in amongst all of the ones that are 24 chaos. And as we scroll down, you might even see a couple of 24 chaos ones. Yeah, here we are, Loath Trail here. This one's in the middle of them as well. So this is priced from lowest to highest, and you'll see that this one, which is 24 chaos, is just mixed in with a bunch that are over 40. What's going on here is basically trade PvP, and trade is just an inherently PvP environment, which means that anytime that something comes up like this that's really strong, well, if you don't do it, you end up not having your notifications seen. Because if the person who put up Loath Trail decided, you know what, this isn't selling, I'm going to unlist it and relist it higher at 2 orbs of annulment, then suddenly it would be seen. It would show up much higher in search terms. So that's what's going on at the moment. What I would suggest is that if you see something listed in orbs of annulment, do not buy it. Go and look for something that is an alternative instead, because right now, if 2 items are listed next to each other in price, the one that is listed in orbs of annulment is actually 70% more expensive than the one that is listed in chaos orbs. So if you're wanting to get a specific map, like one with these exact stats, then go with Oblivion Path rather than Havoc Abyss. It's a lot cheaper. I'm going to leave it there. May your Val orbs have interesting results.